Hello, 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 hello. Hi everyone, how's your day going today? I am back again. So I just realized like I went back and just was looking at all my looking at my streams over the last few days, and I did not one time introduce myself. I just assumed that all the people know me and love me. Yes, they do. But I'm Stephanie, and I am a licensed realtor here in Atlanta, and I'm also a mortgage loan officer licensed in all 50 states, and I am a buyer's agent. So, hello to all of you who don't know me. I do have a YouTube channel. Um, if you're on YouTube watching this right now, then you can catch me over there. But I have a YouTube channel, and you can catch me on all my socials at StephanieCraftRealEstate. That's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So today, I wanted to come to you. I know we've been going on this, masterclass promotion run, however you want to call it, and I just wanted to come to you with a different topic every day. Today, we're going to talk about how budgeting affects your potential to purchase a home. And it's a very important topic. It might be, common sense or common knowledge that you need to know what's going on with your money. But, a lot of people I've come to realize, don't live with don't live by a budget, don't use a budget in their normal finances. And then when it comes to home buying, it's like, it's not, just automatically assume that you probably need to have one in order to find out, even how much you can afford on a home. So a budget helps you understand how much you have, how much income you have coming in, how much money you are spending, of how much of that income you're spending, and how much of that income you are saving. And it's important to know all the three of those things in order to figure out how much you can afford to spend on a home. So you do take in consideration what you're currently spending in rent. And most times, if you are if you have a high rent amount, you can expect to comfortably pay that, or a little bit less if you want to make your budget or spending a little bit more comfortable. So budgeting also helps you, like I said, budgeting helps you to set realistic expectations and savings goals when it comes to the home buying process. So there's all kinds of fees and things like this. You need a down payment and closing costs. And so when you have a budget, you can confidently and realistically understand, okay, this is how much I spend on X, Y, and Z. This is how much money I have going out. And so I have this amount left over to be able to save for my down payment and closing costs. And also, this is how much I can comfortably spend on a mortgage every month. So budgeting is so important. Like, you have to start there if you are going to buy a home with any level of understanding and with any level of confidence. You need to have a budget. Just like yesterday, I said you need to have a savings plan. I mean, I think those things kind of go hand in hand, but you need both of them. I mean, you absolutely do. And so budgeting helps you to avoid overspending. So this is in your normal life in general, but especially when it comes to the home buying process, it helps you to avoid overspending because like I said, you know exactly how much you can spend on a home, and therefore when it comes time to submit offers and negotiate on those offers, you know what your bottom line is, and therefore you know what your walkaway point is. It's up to me as your realtor to help you to, negotiate. I do the negotiation for you, but I'm advising you and conversing with you to help you to understand that, okay, this is where the bottom line is. We can't go, above this. So let's make our offer as strong as possible. So when in the context of buying, it helps you to essentially, what I call it, and I literally call it this, it helps you to avoid being house poor. Nobody wants that. Okay, nobody wants to be house poor. So we don't want to, go out here when you do know your budget and you get your pre-approval, and it's can pretty much be expected that even if you get approved above the amount that you looked at your own budget and determined, okay, this is how much I can spend, and say you get approved for more than that, then I'm not going to spend that much because this is where I'm comfortable, or this is where I'm comfortable. However you want to, however you want to say that, but this is where I'm comfortable, and this is where I'm going to spend. And when I pre-approve somebody, I always ask them, how much do you want to spend each month on a mortgage? Okay. And I always say this. I always say I have to change how I'm saying that. Not how much you want to spend, because I mean, let's be honest. We all want to spend zero. But the real question is, how much are you comfortable with spending each month on a mortgage? And therefore, you go ahead and make that your, kind of your baseline, your spending point. And I will then go ahead and base your pre-approval amount, get that as close to your comfortable point as possible. And so what happens if we don't have a budget, right? Like, if you don't have a budget, I already said you will overspend. Like, if you don't know where your money is going, your money is pretty much just in the wind, right? Essentially. And that's probably why most of us don't feel like we're living paycheck to paycheck, even though we might have plenty of money in our budget if we just, manage it correctly. So if you don't have a budget, you'll tend to overspend. And then the other thing is, you won't save enough. So you might think that you first of all, you might not save at all if you don't have a budget. But if you know what your savings goal is for home buying, then you have that number, and then you can break it down. So that's what we cover in the masterclass, which I want to invite you. Yes, here I am again to invite you to the masterclass. In the masterclass, we are going to talk about how to create a budget if you don't already have one. And if you do have one, great, kudos to you. You're already a step ahead of, a lot of people for sure. But you can create your budget and then figure out how much money you have in your budget to be able to save for your down payment and closing costs. Now, yesterday I already talked about the importance of saving for your down payment and closing costs. You want to absolutely make sure that you have the funds to close. Yes, there's down payment assistance. Yes, there's seller's credit that can go towards paying some of those funds for you. But like I said in a previous video, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And then guess what? You can't close on your home. So the other thing is, the reason why what will happen if you don't have a budget is you won't have clarity. You won't have clarity on how much you can actually spend. You won't have clarity on where your money is going. That's essentially the bottom line. So having a budget helps you to stay organized. It helps you to be very aware and hyper focused on where your money is going, and it helps you to stay on track and stay on target with your home savings goals. Okay, so when it comes to making the financial decision of as large as purchasing a home, I hope that this information helped you to see how important it is to have a budget so that you can go into it confidently. One of the things, besides all the things that we talked about so far this week, having a budget helps to let you get through the process, or help you to get through the home buying process with confidence, because you know exactly what your bottom line is, and you know how much you can spend, how much you can afford. So yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you for everyone who joined me on the live today. I am going to, so today I got a little 1% better. That's always the goal, but I was able to post the live beforehand. So if you're watching me on Facebook, you should have seen that link, and the link to the masterclass is already there. For Instagram, I do have a a post already up. You can comment ready and the masterclass link sign up will come to you. And if you are watching me on YouTube, it will of course be underneath this live video right now and under the replay once I post it up. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you have any questions and you're in the live, ask me, or if you want to DM me your questions, please go ahead and do so. You can message me on Facebook Messenger, or you can hit me up on Instagram if you're watching me from Instagram. But I hope you guys all have a good day. I have some clients to meet with coming up. So you all have a good day, and I will be back tomorrow with my last topic for the week. And thank you so much for joining me. See you in the next one.